King Garland. Oh, once upon a selfish time, King Garland had his reign, but he had planned an evil scheme that no one could contain. Before the holidays arrived, his men would decorate. Besieged with colored lighting grand, his subjects would await. Bright lights were hung and garlands strung from pillars through the halls, but never was there quite enough for old King Garland's walls. He called his servants, gave to them decree that he had signed, to confiscate all garland round each piece that they could find. So all his men went out that day, collecting all they could. They entered every store and home, and left their walls bare wood. They brought back all their garland, lights, and decoration, in hopes that they'd impress the king, win his admiration. Well, mothers wept, and children cried. Oh, what were they to do? Have Christmas without colored lights? Their deep frustrations grew. They came from every shop and home, and some from desert sand, to protest theft of Christmas time from all across the land. They gathered at the castle, and the protesters did scream. The king had finally heard enough, and thought it most extreme. Concocted he pathetic lies, some great deceptive lines. He'd either calm the crowd a bit, or threaten them with fines. But on his way to balcony, we witnessed quite a sight. At top of stairs his crown got snagged on just one garland's light. He quickly grasped his priceless crown so it would not fall off. The queen had started laughing, but she hid it with a cough. From that point on it went downhill. On Garland he had stumbled, and then the laughter opened up when we saw how he tumbled. Bouncing down the stairway toward the great grand balcony, where everyone was gathered round, where everyone could see. Well, how it happened no one knew, but crowd was quite aghast. When king himself embarrassed, it happened all so fast. With garland tangled round his foot, the crowd let out a cheer, for king was swinging upside down below his chandelier. 'Twas then the king decided that, now after his bad fall, that every single Christmas should be known by one and all. So handed back was every piece of garland that he stole. The people had their Christmas back, while king had gotten coal. The moral of this poem? Do not be some pathetic fool who lets greed have its way. You cannot steal the spirit from the folk on Christmas Day. Treat others not as subjects, but respect them all instead. If selfish ever you become, may blood rush to your head.